Up first this evening, Jamaica is to join a growing list of countries which are banning single-use plastic bags, straws and styrofoam.
The government has announced that Jamaica will be banning the items as of January 1, 2019.
So far, at least one producer of the materials says the ban will hit consumers in the pocket, while another said it will force a change in its business model.
Those stories later, but up first, the announcement of the ban at a media briefing at Jamaica House earlier today. TVJ's Herman Green was there and filed this report.
After months of discussion, Minister without portfolio in the office of the Prime Minister, Darrell Vaz, made the official announcement.
As of January 1st, 2019, the government will impose a ban on the import, manufacture, distribution and use of all single-use plastic carrier bags with the dimensions at and below 24 inches by 24 inches, which includes those bags commonly referred to locally as scandal bags and t-shirt bags used primarily in the retail and wholesale sectors.
As such, consumers are encouraged to use reusable bags when shopping. Mr. Vaz notes that the ban will not apply to bags used to maintain public health or food safety standards. This includes those used to package raw meat, flour, sugar, rice, and baked goods like breads. He says for branded single-use shopping bags used by retailers, these manufacturers will have to apply to the National Environment and Planning Agency, NEPA, to be considered for an exemption. That will be done on a case-by-case basis. The same ban will be applied to plastic straws. The importation of styrofoam packaging will also be banned on January 1, 2019, but the ban on local manufacturing of styrofoam takes effect on January 1, 2020. According to Minister Vaz, the legislation is just being implemented in phases as consultation with local manufacturers had to be completed first.
And that was done to give them an opportunity to retool. Some of them are having difficulties in terms of being able to convert existing equipment. And of course, there's a job component as well. What we wouldn't want to do is obviously to create a situation where manufacturers and distributors have to now lay off several hundreds of people while this conversion.
But as with most other laws, enforcement is a key factor. Mr. Vaz said a meeting was held last week discussing the enforcement measures to be put in place. He says the logistics are being put in place for a multi-agency solution.
We are going to make sure that between customs, along with the Bureau of Standards, along with other government agencies, and most importantly, the partnership with those manufacturers who have been affected to pull together a very solid team, not only in terms of implementation, but in terms of making sure that we get the intelligence and be able to act on intelligence to make sure that it is a complete ban.
A deposit refund scheme for plastic bottles is also being discussed. This is expected to further reduce the negative environmental impact. Herman Green, TVJ News.